eatratio.com.
Oh God. Hey everybody, my name is Kyle Melnick and I have the immense pleasure of getting to say this. Welcome to the first episode of Save and Continue. Small clap please. Small clap, this is amazing, yes? We deserve it. We did a lot, look at this set, we did a lot of work on this in like
Finally
5 minutes.
made it.
It's not too shabby.
Not bad. Anyway, my name is Kyle Melnick, like I said 5 seconds ago. Joined by me is the fantastic Mr. Nolan Rummel. How are you, Nolan?
Good.
Good. And on my left is the lovely Frankie Justino.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bow. Thank you for joining us. This is the first episode of our show, Save and Continue, which will be broadcasted live, as you can see. I guess a quick little synopsis would be Save and Continue is going to be an hour-long live program that will be put on YouTube the following day. And basically, we're going to cover everything you would consider under the term nerd culture. Now, what does that mean exactly? I'm going to tell you. Basically, we're going to cover anything from video games and technology to comic books and comic book-based movies and anime and anything that just made girls go away when you're in high school is what we're going to be talking about. So strap in, because we got quite a show for you. So let's get things kicked off. We're going to do a little bit of roundtable discussion. Our shows will usually consist of that as a majority, and then we'll put in some live skits and pre-recorded skits and some segments. We'll have some guests over Skype, some actual in-the-house guests. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts.
I'm excited.
So, you're excited? I'm excited.
I'm so ready for this.
So ready.
Ish excited.
Nolan, you really to bring that
Glad to
energy
hear, yeah.
like that,
No,
right?
it's great. No, first episode.
You'll
That's
get to
fantastic.
know us.
Sure. And phone it in already. Great. Let's start with the first topic. I wanted to bring this up first because I think it was great because we all have a little bit of a say in it. But recently, Nintendo has released all this new information about the new Super Smash Bros. Game. Which, if you don't know anything about us, which you don't because you've never met us, you would know that these two are very, 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 very involved in that game. And they're very good at it, and I'm awful at it. I'm just terrible.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, well, I tried to, because we released all the new, basically the new information for the game is that they're combining more or less what it seems like to be Super Mario Party and the Smash Brothers as a combination, which is nuts because
And you thought that would give you a chance, too.
I thought it would give me a
It's not gonna
chance
give
because
you a
I'm
chance.
super good at Mario Party. So when I thought the board game aspect came out, I'd be like, oh, well, I got this because it's like.
Because you're really good at rolling dices, it's not going to translate into your fighting.
You mean
You
my-
said it better than I could, because I was thinking that.
You mean
I was
my-
trying to word it in a nice way, but you said
You weren't nice over the Facebook.
Yeah,
Why
no,
are
I
you
know
nice
I
now?
wasn't. You suck at Smash.
So,
I'm sorry.
so you're saying my many years of craps experience in back alleys serves me no purpose with this whatsoever?
No.
Nothing?
Maybe in a few years when the economy collapses, but.
Well, I'll still keep playing it. But anyway, what do you think about this? First off, I don't think they released an actual name for the title yet. Besides, but people
No,
are calling it Super Smash Party.
Well, no, it's the actual title of the
Like,
mode.
did they release?
Or
No, I
the
mean,
game
is it a
itself?
mode or is it the full game?
Like, is it
Well,
raw
no.
or
The
maybe
game
like-
itself is Super Smash Brothers Wii U. They're
Yeah.
just calling it that. You know, no.
Oh, they are calling it that.
No
Yeah,
subtitles.
I told him he was
Yeah,
an idiot.
which I've gotten used to. You know, it really doesn't bother me anymore. The game
Well,
looks
what did you
quality.
say? It was they were gonna like rebrand the whole
Yeah,
series
if
almost.
they're going to go with the whole Mario Party type deal, thought they might just go.
abandon the numerical digits.
Well, here's what I think about that. First off, from what I have heard so far about the Mario Party aspect of it, it's not as blown out as you're probably thinking as Mario Party. There is some kind of board game aspect, but I'm sure the fighting still is the core of that gameplay. I think it's just kind of, it's not stealing the spotlight of what Smash is. It's just kind of supplementing it. And I, for one, am super excited for that because to add the already great party element of Smash Brothers, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know,
Good point.
it's like you might have those people at a party, you know, just doing the typical thing, and then all of a sudden they want to play Smash, and it turns into a grudge match. I've had my own matches where I lost money over Smash Brothers.
How many parties I brought you to where it's like we started off drinking, like talking to women, doing normal teenager things, and then I go to the bathroom and I come back and everyone's in a fist fight
Not
over
that
a
many,
Smash
but
Brawl.
maybe a
A
quarter of them.
majority of
When the
the
game
parties.
trailer comes
I
out.
was the one usually throwing the party.
So you tell me there's a Wii at a house with Smash you're not going to play it that night?
No.
You'll-
Look, if somebody has Smash, if you say,
Somebody has.
if anybody has Smash, there's going to be somebody in that room that wants to play Smash with me.
Absolutely.
And it's going to get ugly sometimes, but I usually kick their butt.
Yeah, you guys are dishearteningly good.
But as for the whole board game aspect of the Mario Party-esque game mode, I'm sure we get to see more out of that first before we jump to conclusion how much it is going to be like a board game.
I think it's just going to add exactly what you were saying with the multiplayer, kind of a story for you and your 3 other friends that are sitting in a room.
It's going to spice it up a bit. You know? It's more than just the match.
Yeah,
so it's sounding more like an additional game mode than an actual.
What is a game mode?
Well, I thought when they made it, I guess they made it look like it was going to be a hybrid combination of Smash and Party. Whereas now you're kind of describing it. Well, you're kind of describing it as it's more going to be a Smash game, and whereas like. Smash Brothers for the Wii when it came out, that had the story mode that wasn't available in Melee. This would kind of be an additional game mode they're adding to kind of...
It's a game mode. It's not going to get in the way of anything else. It's just simply a game mode, you know? And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, if they do use party type deal, imagine if you're able to... Imagine if you're able to pull in like the different power-ups and stuff that you earn moving through the board right into the next level of fighting.
Yeah, they could do that. They could probably make some kind of... conditions if you land on a certain space, or maybe, it's just like Mario Party, how you can sabotage, other people in different areas.
Like the battle mode they have in Party, where it's like they kind of have the randomized system, 1v1, 2v2, 3v1, or something like that.
Moving on from the whole.
Well, actually, it's a good. You said it wasn't going to affect the actual game for Smash. It's interesting you brought that up because I know Nolan is super upset because they had a character. But you do it.
Yeah, the whole new customizable me character. I just hate that concept.
Why? It doesn't get in the way of anything else.
I'm still like a Smash purist a little bit. Like if I could, I would go back to just 64.
No wave dashing.
Right. Yeah. Well, listen. Hold on. I will always use Sheik and probably a few other mains.
Well, I thought Melee is probably the pinnacle.
Yeah, I like Lucario, but Sheik is more my type of character. But what I'm trying to say is the Mii fighter doesn't take away anything. But I mean,
it doesn't take away. But you said that you can customize your own attacks and abilities for the character.
Of the character.
Right, and I know what you're saying. Oh, if I could customize my own character, will it take away from the actual vanilla characters themselves? Well, the whole thing about that is you could customize the characters also. You could customize.
You can do that.
You could customize Mario. You could customize Lucario. You could custimise the different Smash players.
How do you feel about that?
Again, it's more freedom, so it's all about how you use it. If pro players want to play no items on Final Destination, it's going to be vanilla, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's not going to matter.
It just seems odd because I mean, I like the fact that they're trying to add these new features like customizable skills, and that is definitely a great point that they now cover all the characters as opposed to the Mii character, because that was my point, was that that's absolutely ridiculous.
Right, yeah.
But I feel like, because so many games come out now and people just find ways of cheesing it or just like beating the system or just finding, like when Destiny came out and everyone found the loot cave and all of a sudden everyone was just ranking up by shooting into a black hole for hours.
This is Smash.
But that's what I'm afraid of. Now that people can customize that, maybe someone can try to take advantage of the system almost.
No, they will have it set. See, the 3DS version right now has a mode where you just, it's competitive. You play online, but you can't bring in your custom characters.
Oh, that's good then.
So it's going to limit. It's going to have something for the players that want to be the purist player. You know what I mean? So it's not going to get in the way of anything. The reason why I love the direction that Smash is going is because we're getting tons of options which we wouldn't even have imagined before. You know, just like the Halo series where we got Forge and Theater. Super Smash is getting that now with the screenshots, everything. You know, it's really cool how they're adding it. It's more option without taking away anything.
The whole thing about the Mii fighter, I guess that's like really starting to edge at me, is it seems like they're using Smash to spearhead the Miis. Because as of right now, they've kind of been, not like a failure, but they're underutilized for sure.
They're definitely force-feeding people.
Yeah.
That's like the
Xbox
avatars the same way.
Yeah, if you're going to use Smash as like the spearhead that...
Well, look at this. Look at it this way. This is the thing with the Mii. The Mii, whether we like them or not, they're a part of Nintendo's DNA now.
Whether we like them or not, they're here.
You know, I mean, I had fun with Mii's for 10 seconds when I was making incarnations of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm making Michael Jackson and Hitler, and then I was like,
yeah, and just of friends that were ugly. So it was just, that's what I did with Mii's.
Name names.
And it didn't, I'm not naming names. Everybody's beautiful in their own special way. The Mii doesn't get in the way of anything, but it's a part of what the Wii identity is now. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy that we can still apparently have a hardcore system that we're going towards with the Wii U, because it seems like it's going that direction, while still remaining that casual system that people have kind of grown to get used to over the past few years that the Wii 1 was in existence.
Well, I definitely, like you said, the separation of between that kind of creativity. But I still agree with what you said about them kind of force feeding the me. You're right; they're here to stay. But it is. It's an obvious marketing strategy by Nintendo to kind of force feed you the me, because it's like attaching a trailer for an upcoming movie to an already popular movie that's being released in a theater. Like they're releasing some trailer in the new Hobbit movie, and it's just like when you get a beta for buying it. When I got the Halo 3 beta for playing Crackdown or buying Crackdown. I feel like it follows the same lines as that, where it's kind of like, hey, we're kind of utilizing this product to already market another product within a product. It's like meta marketing within a product.
Yeah, but you're not marketing Mii's. Mii's are just a part of the system.
You're not marketing them, but you're kind of getting like, hey guys, like the Mii's are really cool. Like we know you don't dig them quite yet, but here they are again, and now you can customize them and fight with them, and they look like you.
Just like anything in life, I'm happy for options. I always like have the
Yeah,
options.
as long as they give you the option.
If the addition of something doesn't take away from something else, which in this case it does not, then I'm all for it.
That is a valid
I just
argument.
don't like the idea of, you guys come over my house and we sit down to go play the new Smash, and I break out my Mii character, and, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to be OP or anything, but it's just, you're finely tuned towards that character.
You know you're going to be that guy showing up to the tournament with
What
the
we would
Mii
do
character.
then, we would just make fun of you for using that character the same way we make fun of Kyle for using Pikachu's Thunder over and over and over and over and over again.
Hey, you can't win, just gotta spam.
Hey, man, I stay alive, damn it. I'm there.
Yeah,
just barely.
In the corner taunting characters, and you guys get pissed at me, but I'm alive. I'm not going to win. The only way I can actually make myself proud at the end of the day is by being there.
It's not about winning.
Exactly.
It's about style.
Well, I don't have that because I'm terrible at the game, so sue me.
Beating your friends up
With some style and some grace in there. Well, I think we talked about Nintendo long enough. I'm going to suck at it. You guys will be good at it. I think we can end it there. You wanted to bring up because now, Marvel released a giant list going to 2020 of the upcoming Marvel films being released. And then actually on that list, I think you have is DC as well, right? Their upcoming things for 2020?
Yeah, it was like a super list of Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Well, the
Planned
Marvel
until like 2020.
which is nuts
just
that
just
they
a
can
touch
do
of
that.
forethought.
2020 or 2019?
2020.
2020. And then there's also like additional movies that
Unnamed.
aren't in production yet, like as far as like script or characters go, but they know,
Those
we're
are
gonna
the
make a
untitled.
movie down.
I gotta
Right.
say,
On the list? That's what the untitled ones are referring to. Because there's like some,
And like
well, I think they're all
unknown years
titled
and
now,
stuff.
aren't they?
No, a few of them aren't. But I mean, everyone's kind of guessing. Like a lot of people are saying it's going to be Civil War because they're adding
Civil
Iron
War
Man
was.
to. They just added that was one of the things. So I
was
guess they're going to add
announced.
something else. Yeah, which is crazy. I don't know how they're going to. If you know anything about the Civil War saga within like the Marvel universe, it's the fact that it's just a huge group of superheroes fighting another huge group of superheroes. So I don't know how quite they're going to get that number of characters introduced to the series by the time Captain America 3 comes out.
to be honest, I don't know much
That's
about
an army
comics.
versus an army. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be massive. Like
I'm excited for it, but I know nothing about Marvel Civil War. I don't know much about it, so I'm excited to see what comes out of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, man, Guardians was my favorite movie of all time. Like it still is. Like it was
was
the
good.
best movie I've ever
It was
seen.
good. I still think
the
The Avengers was better.
The Avengers was good. You know what's funny? Did you see Captain America 2?
I
That
did.
was better than the Avengers. in my
I
opinion.
disagree.
Really?
I disagree with
that
I
the
thought it was
Winter Soldier?
awesome. Yeah, Winter Soldier, and everyone was like,
Winter
it's better
Soldier
than Avengers.
was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
So
sick,
good.
but it still felt too formulaic to me.
I think Marvel
Well,
in
it's
general
superhero
follows
movies
that
in
Josh
general.
Whedon type cheesy humor, like kind of
Yeah, but listen,
borderline. You know?
Save the day, win the
Yeah.
girl.
Guardians of the
that's-
Galaxy,
that's
though.
darker.
Guardians of the
Hopefully.
Galaxy and Avengers broke the mold. I feel like every Marvel
Yes.
movie really before
Well,
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
James
yeah.
Gunn was Guardians of the Galaxy, though.
Right, and
Who
he
is
did
a
an
very, if you've
incredible
watched
job.
Super or
Incredible.
any of his other movies, like
Yeah.
he's an incredibly funny director. Like I follow him on Facebook and he's hysterical.
He's a cool
just
guy.
a crappy post.
Yeah.
Anyway, why don't they? I would bring it up because Marvel brought up their Phase 3 lineup, which is like I think Phase 1 was Iron
Looks
Man
pretty
and-
good.
Which like, it's a great lineup, but I thought why stop there? Why don't you just tell us the whole 2020 lineup? Just list them off for us right now. You don't have to say the dates. Just movie in chronological order. And we'll judge based on
Well,
how
there's like
far
over
our
like
jaw hits.
30 movies. So
Give
it
me the
might
ones I
take
care
a
about.
minute. But
30?
the ones
30?
that are coming down
That's
the pipe
2020.
for like until like 2016 is Big Hero 6 is like about to go.
Big
into
Hero 6,
theaters.
which I could care less about.
The new Avengers movie. They're gonna make an Ant-Man movie, which
Paul Rudd.
could be pretty cool.
It comes out
Yeah.
this year, right?
But now
Yeah,
Simon
in
Pegg dropped off as
2015.
director, which was a huge factor for me because I love him.
Paul
Shaun of the
Rudd's-
Dead. He was the guy that directed Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End, who those Simon Pegg Nick
okay.
Frost movies was going to direct Ant-Man with Paul Rudd. And he's
That
an
would've been
incredibly
hysterical.
funny director, which would have been like, Because Ant-Man's a darker timeline too. I don't know if you ever actually read, like, because they're going to follow the dark Ant-Man timeline.
Okay.
Which is like, it's sad.
He's got a sad life.
He's got a sad, rough life, yo. Everyone thinks he's a comedian.
Which is kind of funny because he's an Ant-Man.
And I'm excited to see Paul Rudd do that dramatic thing. Because he's an Ant-Man.
I still can't imagine Paul Rudd in a Marvel movie. But
you'd be surprised.
Paul Rudd can pull off a pretty good range.
Well,
I'm like always pleasantly surprised when he's in movies.
No,
I'm not. I mean, I don't mean that in a negative light. I mean, I just can't visualize it. You know what I mean? I'm sure he can do it, but
maybe
I can't
it's a good
visualize
thing.
it.
Honestly, maybe that's a good thing. Like, I
Yeah,
know,
who
for
saw
instance,
Chris Pratt? Exactly.
Yeah, oh my God.
But look at how good Guardians was. Like,
Dude, he was
Guardians
the
out of the park.
perfect, like, Star-Lord. As someone that, like, read the comics, as the only comics I read when I was a kid, they nailed that on a level you can't even possibly comprehend. Like, nailed it in every aspect, Guardians of the Galaxy. I could not have been happier with that movie.
Yeah, down
but,
to
like,
the music,
Been a little bit,
visuals,
I don't know,
everything.
longer, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a problem.
I like
wanted to see
longer
more of
movies.
it. That's not
Yeah.
exactly a horrible complaint.
I don't know. I loved how it kept me entertained the whole time, and I think I wanted more because I was entertained the whole time.
The trailer
yeah.
didn't give anything away. Like, it was funny, it was stylish, it was shot like
had heart.
gorgeous. It had heart.
It had heart.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite line from the movie was in the last 10 minutes, and that like never happens. I don't think I can say it on air. I'll say it afterwards. But
forget it.
Yeah. You know, let's go to a quick commercial break because we are at the 15-minute mark. Back in the booth, Bonnie. And then we'll be right back with some more topics. So stick around. Which camera? That camera.
This one? We just.
InRavio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural,
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice, and we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Welcome back. You're still here?
I would have left.
Right? I'm here and I would have left. I knocked everything over the first 2 seconds.
Fix it.
I didn't even fix it in the commercial.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
Screw it, we're doing it live. Anyway, we were talking about Marvel, the Phase 3 lineup, and then I got overexcited, and we were going to talk about like the whole 2020 lineup. We're not going to do that. Give us a couple of the key ones here, Nolan. You love this stuff.
Yeah.
What's some we should be looking out for?
There's
right
like
now?
20 or 30 films coming down the pipe, so to
can
talk about
speak
them
about
all,
it?
we'd be here for like 3 hours.
Let's not do that, and you just pick out the ones you think we're going to like the best. 'Cause you're
Yeah,
boss.
I mean, the ones I'm personally excited about are Deadpool.
Finally, though, like,
Oh
that's
my
what,
gosh.
that's like 4 years in like writing hell.
Wait a second. Deadpool was actually announced as
Yes, they finally
2016.
did.
2016. Deadpool.
2016, man.
Okay.
Could you not
So
be excited? You saw
excited.
the Ryan Reynolds like sample footage, right?
I
Where
did.
It was all 3D animated. You
It
saw
was,
that?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cool.
Dude, that humor, like it's gonna fit so well in
And
there.
if-
Like,
and
I
if
just hope they don't
Guardian-
overdo it.
I don't think they will. I mean, again, I hate to put it all on his shoulders, but I like Ryan Reynolds. I really do. I think he makes great career choices.
he's a good-
That's why Green
yeah.
Lantern scared the hell out of me, because I was like, what were you thinking? So he's not gonna make that mistake twice.
Green
he's not an
Lantern
idiot.
was just too early. The special effects hadn't caught up to the world of
Yeah,
Green
why you
Lantern, and it was
CG?
just
No,
like,
well, anytime
ew,
you CG an
what's on
outfit, you
screen
should be
right
doing
now?
that.
What's on screen? It really did look weird, and I didn't even see it. Just
If you
looked
have
like
to
the
wear a
commercial.
mocap for your superhero costume, you should not be
Yeah,
doing that
that's
in a
true.
film.
It was
Like,
ugly
come on.
looking.
They even made Thor's look
Get
good.
a
and that was
budget.
real. Get a budget. Well, before we go on, Doctor Strange I wanted to bring up, because you said
Yeah,
before
Doctor Strange also,
is
for
one of
sure.
them. You said before, I can't really imagine Paul Rudd being
he's
being
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. I wanted to bring up the two
Oh, yeah.
the two top line casting options right now for Doctor Strange is Benedict Cumberbatch from
Star Trek,
everything, Star Trek,
Into Darkness.
Sherlock, Into Darkness, and then in the Julian Assange movie that didn't do well, and then the other guy is Ryan Gosling is actually up for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But
I
is
don't
one of
really
those
like
people
either
that's like,
choice.
I don't agree with that.
you like Benedict Cumberbatch? I literally think that dude could do
Benedict is the
anything.
perfect
I
choice.
literally, Benedict, you could do anything. Don't listen to them. Anything. Seriously, he's great.
No,
He's a
I agree
weird-looking
with you.
dude.
Benedict is
but he's
great.
great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's got that sinister
Yeah.
look to him.
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
He
So-
looks like a
He
lizard.
can bring a little bit of darkness into
That's why.
Strange.
He absolutely can. I mean, when he played Khan, in Into Darkness, I thought that was a great.
That was
performance.
actually like a scary character.
Yeah.
Like if I had watched this when I was like 11 or 12, like maybe
It's those
I'd have a nightmare.
sociopaths. It's those
And
sociopaths.
what's
Like some
interesting-
super indestructible dude.
What I heard about Doctor Strange specifically, out of all the movies that are coming out in Phase 3, right, is that aesthetically, visually, it's going to be the most out there and different Marvel movie yet.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
And I
It's a good thing.
I don't know much. Again, I don't know much about comics, but Doctor Strange in the comics apparently it's like almost like an acid trip. It's just like it's psychedelic.
There's a lot of lasers and crazy
Yeah.
I
stuff
think there's going to
happening
be
left and right.
some nutty stuff going on,
Hopefully.
and to see that somehow tie into the rest of the movies, which I'm sure they will.
Of course, yeah.
Because it was, I think Doctor Strange was referenced in Captain America or something like that, or in Thor, one of those. I don't know, but
Yeah, they always have
I
those sneak peeks.
think it was Thor.
yeah,
but I don't want to.
Regardless,
Yeah.
I'm happy that Marvel is giving an identity to each of these movies now. Because my gripe with these Marvel
Yes,
movies
that's
the
was
biggest
that
formula.
they were the same thing in just different coat of paint.
So cookie cutter.
Each time, and I got so bored with them. Like, look, the first Iron Man, it was incredible. But then after seeing all the other Marvel movies kind of following the same formula,
Hulk.
I didn't see it, but you know,
Good, because you'd have like.
Good. You didn't have to see
30
that
more
one. You have to
I'm
minutes
see the
excited
second
to
one.
see these movies now because I don't know what to expect really. And
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm sure, was a huge influence on this lineup, big time.
Well, that's because he took an obscure comic that nobody knew what Guardians of the Galaxy was. That was a very
That's
not
true.
popular
They
comic
could
when
really
it
have
came
done
out.
anything
I
with it.
honestly can't even remember for the life of me how I actually ended up reading those comics.
Because listen, Hollywood and the mainstream, movie studios, they need to take chances. They need to take
So they
chances.
do.
They do. You're absolutely right.
The whole world is changing right now in every way possible. We need to change it also creatively.
Guardians was like a very big, optimistic leap forward
Yeah.
for superhero movies.
Because there's a lot of haters for that. People were counting that movie out before it even came out. They're like,
I
this is
mean,
going to suck. It's going to be a terrible
yeah.
movie. And I was like, no, you know what? Just because they're doing something different.
There's haters for everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right, because Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they have, again, I say bring it back, Ant-Man, which is supposedly going to be very different. And they really are just taking it in a different direction. I think they're realizing it now. You can't keep doing the same Josh Whedon, Captain America does a quick. You know what I like about those Marvel movies? They make a lot of jokes that I laugh at, and I'm like, why is that funny? almost in the Marvel movie. Like they're so cheesy. I'm like, I laugh and I'm like, oh God, no one saw me laugh.
No, do you know what? No, I have
That'd be
to.
super embarrassing.
I have to kind of disagree with you on that.
Really? Because I feel like I'm like ashamed.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I legitimately think whoever does the writing for the jokes and the comedic timing in these Marvel movies does a very good
It's
job.
good. It's good.
Because
yeah,
listen,
I don't wanna hate
not
on it.
the Avengers, but Iron Man 3 had me dying.
It was.
Iron Man 3 was so.
Well, that's just Downey
freaking
Jr. also.
funny.
He's really.
And like the whole thing with like the Mantis at the end, where he was like not the actual supervillain. Spoiler. Yeah, like that was a huge flaw. I think
But
it was kind of tossed
great.
in
I was
there.
watching with
Great.
John, and we were on Goofy Boots, and we were just loving it.
Yeah.
Loving every second of it.
It took me 2 seconds, but yeah. It really was a great movie. That's why I say I love the Captain America 2, because that was fantastic. Winter Soldier. I'm really excited for Captain America 3, because that's like they're already done with the Iron Man movies. Robert Downey Jr. already talked about that. Though he did say he would possibly make a cameo as Iron Man on a television show for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Which is what they need, because I don't know if you've watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that show sucks.
And he's going to be in Civil War.
Well, he leads the Civil War. Dude, I don't even want to give it away to you.
he's in the Captain America movie.
You don't even understand his involvement in Civil War.
I know, I understand. I know
General
it's Captain
Patton
America
of the Civil
versus
War.
Iron
He's a
Man.
general, basically. Like, it's him and Captain America.
No, I know. I know that much.
It's nuts, yo. I'm sorry. It's like an army.
I like Iron Man is too likable to just side with anyone else.
Yeah, that's what I feel about Superman. Because everyone's like, oh, well, because everyone's like watching the Superman-Batman movie, like, who's going to win? And it's like,
Mr.
well,
Generic?
Superman. That's what I mean. Why would you make a superhero that can kill every other super...
Yeah.
Anyway, any other movies coming in 2020? We don't want to spend too much time on this. We got Doctor
really covered it.
Strange.
I mean,
we
there's-
got the second Superman-Batman movie at some point, obviously.
There's
something
second
called
party
There's-
coming down
there's
the
what?
pike.
There's another one we're forgetting. It's called the Infernals or something like that. Not Infernals.
Oh, the one where it's a bunch of supervillains that they get sent on as a death squad.
I don't know. It's a part of the lineup, and I
The
know
one I
nothing
saw
about it.
it's later on in the series, actually. It's an untitled Spider-Man spin-off series featuring a female lead. So I mean, they're gonna do Spider-Woman.
Which is immediately followed by Venom. So,
Yes,
I mean,
versus Carnage.
One can only think.
Venom versus Carnage.
gonna be awesome.
Oh my God.
And I guess we'll have to talk more about that when the time comes.
Yes,
There's
and no
really nothing to
Topher
talk
Grace.
about on it.
All we can do is just
We'll bookmark that for 4
we'll
years.
bookmark. Right? That's
the problem
when
with
we're
this,
back
like,
for
I'll write a
season
note.
8. Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Deadpool movie, and I have to wait until 2016. That's like the early
It
one.
really is like to come up. Let's move on. This is gonna make me upset. Anyway, I wanted to get into it because before we go to commercial, because I'm super excited about this. I know you are too. Halo
excited, so
Master
excited.
Chief Collection. If you don't know what this is, the Halo Anniversary Collection, or it's Master Chief Collection is the actual title.
It's called Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
The Halo Master Chief Collection is going to be a release that includes Halo 1, 2, and 3, correct? Is there
And
Reach in
4.
there? And 4.
And for no
Really?
reach, and no ODST, sadly, because ODST is one of my favorite Halo games.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a remake of that though. It really
Same
looks
way you could the
gorgeous.
other ones. But it's called the Master Chief Collection for a reason.
All right, you can put the same game in. I'm just saying that
Right.
because the Master Chief Collection includes Halo 1, 2, and 3, all of which are remastered and remade. And 4, I'm sorry. So they already released Halo Anniversary Collection, which is Halo 1, the remake. I'm imagining they're just gonna. Will they update that again, I guess, for its next-gen consoles?
Well, Halo 1...
It already looks fantastic, the remake of Anniversary.
Well, they're pretty much upgrading Halo 1 Anniversary that came out on Xbox 360 already.
Okay.
They're updating the frame rate, I believe, the visuals and whatnot, and they're just optimizing
good
it for
point.
the Xbox One.
30 to 60.
Halo 2, which is the reason to probably get this whole thing,
That's the reason to get Xbox Live.
is a full remake. The cinematics are beyond like Hollywood-esque and Blizzard-esque quality, made by a company called Blur. And the game itself, yes.
I
Blur,
love them.
Blur, yeah, they are incredible.
That makes a lot of sense,
art
actually.
company.
Holy crap. This is actually one of the... right there. Boom! That is actually a screenshot for the upcoming Halo 2 multiplayer. Because they're releasing Halo multiplayer along with the Halo 2 release.
Each one. They're releasing
yeah,
Halo
each
1
one.
for the first time on the Xbox Live, which is huge. And a lot of people, I think, are overlooking that in the midst of Halo
2
2
and
anniversary and being online again. Because I think it's been about 5 years since Halo 2 was shut down.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, and I still remember getting back on Live when they said they were shutting down the Halo 2 servers, and it was like, it's funny because I love video games now, but I was way more into video games growing up. Also, my teenage
high school
years.
was video games,
Video games were very much a sanctuary for me, and I respect them now in other ways, but. This
didn't
is
see the light a
nostalgic
lot.
for me for that reason.
I was a pale child.
And Halo 2, just I missed it. Like I emotionally felt it when they shut down the servers. So this to bring it back is just it's amazing. It's just
Yeah.
really cool, and it's gonna be better than I ever imagined it. I'm sure.
Yeah, like I said,
I know no one doesn't care at all.
What you were talking about?
he was playing Destiny with me today and liking it.
Destiny's in Halo. Come
It's
on.
from Bungie, the guys who made Halo. There's obviously some reminiscence.
I'm gonna be completely honest, Nolan. Then I'll let you talk. I'm sorry. Destiny is not made by the same Bungie. Sorry.
Well, no,
There goes all I was
obviously.
gonna say.
No, I mean
That's
like
what I was gonna say.
it's you can't even compare it. I'm sorry. It has the Halo
Well,
mechanics.
I
It's
mean,
not even-
you
it's
can
not even-
compare it. There's, dude, have you played Destiny?
I haven't played it, but I don't even like it, and I haven't played it. And, I'm not a judgmental person, but
I
for
am.
me to not like something without trying it, that's not usually a thing.
I don't want to pull rank, so I will.
And this will be a whole other discussion.
I am a level 24 hunter, Frankie, so maybe when we talk about Destiny, I'll take the forefront as far as actual facts go.
Hey, if you like
Because,
repetitive gameplay and no story,
Of course it's repetitive. That's the point. It's an MMO. That's what people keep looking at Destiny
it's
wrong.
a drug.
It's not an FPS.
It's not real entertainment. It's a drug.
Destiny
it's an
is
addiction.
not an FPS game. And anyone that looks like that is going to be severely disappointed. And anyone that looks at it like an MMO is also going to be severely disappointed because it's got like one raid and several missions.
Anybody that looks at Destiny like the game it was promised to be is going to be disappointed.
Well, I mean, of course, it's not lived up to what I expected, but it's getting so much. You know what the trend is now? It's people going on the internet going, "Destiny sucks. Here's a million ways to make it better. Now I'm going to sign off now and go play Destiny some more." All they're doing is complaining about it, and then they hop back on more to play it. And I get
That's
that it's
not everybody,
repetitive.
though.
That's a majority of.
You don't know that.
It has caught a
You
lot
don't know
of
if it's a
flack,
majority.
It
even
does
though
get you a
like
lot of
its
flack.
viewership is like.
I think it gets. I'm not saying there's no flaws. I'm not saying it's a perfect game. I'm just saying it gets a lot more. If you're the kind of person that plays MMOs and finds a deep satisfaction in grinding, doing the same missions over and over again, in hopes of just maybe getting that special piece of loot that adds to your collection. Because once you get to that high rank, it becomes so much harder to rank up. That becomes fun. I enjoy grinding. I enjoy doing the same thing over and over again.
I don't personally.
If it's done in the correct way.
Okay.
It's
so
like an arcade
to
format.
each their own, I guess.
Yes,
but getting
exactly.
back to the Halo Master Chief Anniversary Collection.
Tangent.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, it just
Don't apologize,
hit a
Ben.
soft spot. It's looking incredible. This is the thing that I think Xbox fans and Halo fans have been waiting for years.
I mean, look at that screenshot right there. Like, that is gorgeous.
It does look very
That's the
good.
remake of, what are they calling it now? Because that's the Coagulation, which is Blood Gulch, from Halo, the Halo multiplayer.
Well, Bloodline.
That's what they're calling it now.
Bloodline
Yes.
is the remake of a remake, basically. It's the Halo 2's version of Blood Gulch, which is
God, that looks
Coagulation.
so nice.
You know, Memories, everybody knows that map. I'm sure even if they haven't played Halo, they know that map.
Of course, it's iconic.
You know what I mean?
It's like when
Red
you
versus
see
Blue was born on that map.
Yeah.
Blood
So-
Gulch is to Halo as the sonic screwdriver
Yeah,
is to
this
Dr. Who.
this
Everyone knows
is.
that.
I honestly think that the Master Chief Collection, and it plays another role too, not even just as a system seller, because I honestly think this is going to make Halo a killer app again. It's going to
hell
make
yeah.
the game to get for
hell
a
yeah.
system. I would honestly just get an Xbox One right now because I don't own one just for this collection. And I also believe I read a theory online from it was an editor, I think for IGN. His name is Ryan McCaffrey, I believe. He had a theory that the whole reason why they're actually putting out the Master Chief Collection is almost like a test for people, for them to statistically view who's playing which Halo games the most, and try to make this
Pin down which one's been
pin down
working.
what really makes Halo and players tick for Halo 5. And
That's pretty cool, actually.
it makes
It's a
perfect
smart
sense.
format.
Yeah, it's really
because
smart.
Halo has been a dying breed. Halo 4 was
It's
great in the
definitely not in
beginning,
its
but
prime, yeah.
it's
It's
not. Halo
definitely not.
4 took a huge nosedive because
I had a
people.
problem with Halo 3. Like, that was on my nose.
I did too. And
It was a
Halo
little
3, yeah, Halo 3 was.
Which I'm finding now, a lot of people, we're in the minority for that, actually, that I'm finding out more and more now.
You're right.
People
We were.
love Halo 3.
Well,
I
listen,
do not understand
if
why.
you grew up on Halo 2, you either got split into one of two different people. You liked Halo 3 or you hated Halo 3. Me, I was more towards disliking it. I did not like Halo 3, how it felt, anything like that. I respect people that like Halo 3, to each their own.
It's not a bad.
It's not a bad
It
game
just
by
doesn't
any
live up
means.
to any of the-
It's
When you
not.
compare
The
it to
campaign
1
was
and
pretty
2.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like.
I love Reach. I didn't think.
Yeah, Reach was cool.
I love Reach.
I liked Reach's multiplayer.
I like a story where you know what's going to happen, and yet at the end you're still like, wow, I can't believe it. Like that last mission where it's like wave after wave and you can't win, and it's just
Yeah.
how long you can see your guy survive.
That was a cool ending. That was cool. Spoilers. Sorry.
like 7-year-olds.
Actually, no, we really didn't spoil much.
No,
by
I
saying-
spoiled Captain America 20 minutes ago.
But
I think we're past that line.
So I'm happy that they're adding that, and also in the Master Chief Collection, might as well get this out of the way. They're adding in The series called Nightfall, which is actually, I think,
Yes, I wanna bring
is
that
it
as well.
directed by, is it Steven Spielberg?
It's the most
Or Ridley Scott.
possible, like,
Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg?
I believe it's Ridley Scott. It's Ridley Scott.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg was attached to the movie. And when you say it's Ridley Scott, if it is Ridley Scott, it's the most, like, how can we possibly make any sense in attaching this guy's name to it? He's like executive producer or something like that. Or,
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
It looks
Oh, it
pretty
looks
damn good.
fantastic. Oh, it looks great.
'Cause
But I'm
they
just
failed
saying,
with Halo live action
it's not
stuff
like
in the
he's
past.
directing it or he's like got into direct involvement in
Right.
it. He's
Pretty,
probably
like-
funding it, seeing like
Yeah.
overseeing it slightly and being like, that looks okay. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still exciting because Ridley Scott's fantastic.
Right.
And
Like
I'm one of the
10
few that
bucks
actually
into a
enjoyed
pot.
Prometheus.
And it's leading up to the backstory of the protagonist of Halo
Yeah.
5, who isn't just Master Chief. It's actually Agent Locke, who is
Which I
going
was
to be
very excited
who's going to be the star of this miniseries. So it's cool. We're getting
That's
a really
great.
nice big beta.
Yeah, and then they added, I don't know if you heard about that, but they have a playlist now for like, you can select missions, and you know in Halo you can kind of select what mission you want to do, then another mission, there you play multiplayer, and then you go to like,
Playlists.
that. Playlist. But they have a playlist that spans the entire Master Chief collection. So you can theoretically set up a playlist where you play the Pillar of Autumn in Halo 1, then the next mission you're in Halo 2 and you're doing this,
Right.
and then you're playing a multiplayer match in like the Halo 3 multiplayer, and then you're going back to the... So you can customize an entire playlist out of all the Halo games. Like,
And Forge.
Dude, can you imagine the binges we're going to do with that, where it's just going to sit down for days and just go through a run?
It's honestly,
Oh my
there's not going to be enough time for
It
it
makes
as
me
much as I
sick
want.
thinking
I
about
want
it.
to spend more time with this game than I'll be able to.
Yeah.
And just the idea, which we didn't even get into, and we're probably not going to be able to, the Forge in Halo 2 that they're adding.
Yeah, we'll get
Forge-
into that the next, because I want to dedicate enough time that we can actually discuss
my
that,
God.
and like we'll probably bring some screenshots of that too, because
Yeah.
again, looking awesome. But let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more topics, and then yeah.
InRavio.com. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Hey, this is Chris and Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
Bam, bam. What's up? We are back. We're going to talk a little bit about, and I know it's going to sound odd coming from my mouth, Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts came out a while ago, and it's actually funny this got brought up because there's a Kotaku article that got released like 2 days ago about it, and it's a perfect representation. Anyway, I'm at my friend Billy's house, and he has Call of Duty Ghosts. Like, we had an hour-long conversation about the merits of over Halo, over Call of Duty, age-old debate. obviously we're on the Halo side for us. But he's a big fan of Call of Duty Ghosts, and he was trying to defend the game to me, the short storyline, the multiplayer. And then he loaded up a game mode that I've never heard of for this series called Extinction. This is a Call of Duty game mode in Ghosts where you can actually team up cooperatively with like 4 or 5 other players, and one player carries around a giant drill, and you fight oncoming like waves of alien invaders. It's nuts. And you got to carry a drill from each site to each site and do a different. It's almost like kind of Destiny-esque with like the tasks in a raid.
It's like the updated zombie mode.
Yeah, it's like it's exactly that. It's like what their replacement for Nazi zombies was in the game. But I played it, and it's the funnest I've ever had in a Call of Duty game. And I cannot for the life of me think of why they do not include this in more things. Like, it was easily one of the most innovative. And I feel like you can't say innovative and Call of Duty in the same sentence because it's just, I think it's such a generic shooter series. But it was
hard
amazing.
to say.
And I really want you guys to see it because it was just a really good example of how I feel cooperative gameplay is making a comeback almost in gaming. When multiplayer came out, I feel like that almost ushered in an era of competitive online multiplayer where everyone's just team deathmatch or how many virtual kills you can get against real players.
Everybody hates everybody.
With the introduction of these games like Army of Two and Destiny's like main component being cooperative, and this and the Nazi zombie modes, I feel like we're entering almost like a decade of cooperative play, more or less, like a reemergence of split screen in a new format.
Well, I mean, you look at who's buying all the games now. It's people our age who grew up when we were 6 and 7 years old, playing with our friends on a single console, and now it's kind of like, well,
it's not even our age. It's way older than that. The demographic for people gaming is actually.
No, I think you meant like the actual split screen component.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
You're with your buddy.
With what you're
Halo
saying,
2.
the one thing I don't understand is that you said entering a cooperative age. We've been in it.
No, I understand the cooperative age, but I feel like there's more focus on cooperative elements in games. Like, whereas like when you played Halo, it's like there is a co-op mode that you could play. It's the same Master Chief. There's no like attempt to make the like explainable why there's 2 characters, and it's kind of just thrown in as a feature for split screen. But nowadays, I feel like most games are almost revolving around that. I keep going back to Destiny, but that game's main thing is playing cooperatively. Like their multiplayer online competitive play, that's a side note. Their Crucible mode, not a lot of people like that mode. I hate that mode. And you don't need it to progress really, and it's kind of like an afterthought. And they're treating it as such, and they're really focusing on balancing that cooperative play. I wanted to bring that up because I like that. I always enjoyed cooperative play over competitive
Well,
play.
here's the thing. Me with co-op, I've always been a huge fan of co-op. Way back since the early co-op games like Gauntlet. You know, like,
Gauntlet. Oh my
God,
yo, throwback.
I love co-op.
Nuts.
And
Frank, you're just pulling the throwbacks
right?
out all day today.
You could like change your name of the character, and that was like mind blowing.
Yeah, there was N64 had a great array of co-op games. But with that said, you know, I think co-op, you know, it's always been around, and it definitely it experienced a reemergence within the gaming world, but it ended up kind of becoming a shoehorned thing. They were adding co-op to everything when it really didn't need co-op. Resident Evil 5 being one of those things.
Oh God.
Yeah. So with that said, with co-op, I think it's actually been abused a bit. I don't think that it's really increasing or decreasing at this point.
Okay.
But maybe the benefit or maybe the evolution of co-op I could see now is that co-op is being used more wisely. We have games.
That's a better way of putting it.
We had games like you know, Left 4 Dead, which started, you know, a big co-op.
Boom, kind of.
One of my favorites.
You know, again, in the more modern consoles.
Maybe that's
we have Evolve
coming out.
Yes,
that's gonna be. We have a large segment coming
up.
Yeah,
dude,
next
Evolve
episode we're gonna be talking a
sick.
ton about Evolve.
Yeah,
and actually visuals look like.
And there's an
like
artist
live streaming it right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, the musician I actually follow. He makes a lot of dark ambient music. His name's Lustmore, and he's making the soundtrack. And like, it just seems like everything's coming together for this game. But co-op,
so good.
co-op,
3v1.
you know, it's really it's here to stay. It just has to be used right. Don't add co-op when it doesn't need co-op.
I think
I like the way you put it better. As far as like, you're right. It's not being increased or decreased. I feel like now it's getting a spotlight, and it's a much better spotlight than the past because people are using it appropriately.
Right.
Like 3v1, that's a format that was fairly rare up until recent years. Like now, it seems that people are adopting the 3v1 format a lot more. The only game I could think of, like in years past, that had that, besides the new titles coming out for current consoles, Was Smash Party maybe? Or
Wait.
Mario Party.
Wait, 3v1, you mean? 3
3v1.
players
Like for
versus
Evolve,
one?
for instance, I think it's more than that, but Evolve would be like 3 class characters fighting one other player who's playing a giant freaking monster, which is epic. But I mean, everyone seems to be adopting that kind of format where it's like, why do we need to have even teams for everything?
And it's just 3 players? It's not more than
I don't
that?
know. I believe it's 4, but then I just watched a live stream of it today, funny enough, and I could have sworn I saw like 5 extra players.
Okay.
But now I believe it's because some of the classes allow you to use AI, because one of the characters was running around with a dog that was following him in the game. That seemed to serve some purpose.
Well, that's another thing with bringing up the co-op. I think co-op's becoming fun because developers are able, they have a firmer grasp on AI now, as far as like
That's a good point.
AIs aren't, retarded, just like running at
Yeah,
you in waves.
in the
Like they're
wall.
actually strategic now, so it's like you have to use teamwork to take down certain mobs and things like
And
that.
I think that's a
we
good.
have the
I think
technology.
it's a great term he just used.
No,
teamwork.
Nolan, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's a great
Teamwork is what it
It's a
really
great
boils down
point
to.
too, but not even that. The AI technology now could probably work better with more than one player. Also,
Yeah.
How long it's been, I don't know. I know Halo 3 was a huge turning point for AI in a lot of games.
Yeah, well,
Well, that was
on
so was
consoles
Left 4
at
Dead
least.
because they had the AI.
Yes,
director
the AI
that
director,
anytime
which is
you got
awesome.
away from your group or you were alone,
Awesome
the game
technology.
specifically sent
Yeah,
guys
targeted
after
you.
you.
Yeah.
Which that was cool.
If the computer character or enemy or creature, whatever, is hunting me down as if a player would, I like that.
Yeah, that
that is what I want.
Yeah.
When you get that, that's what they were going for. It's like
Yeah,
real
and
artificial.
we're getting closer.
What
to
would a
that.
real soldier do?
Well, like,
what
even
would a
what-
dog do? Like
Even what you were saying the other day with Destiny, they're fixing the AI so that you can't just skunk levels and hang out in certain parts.
They're patching it.
Yeah.
Fixing the whole game.
They're patching it because a lot of the characters, like for instance, one of the raid bosses, you could actually force off the map and you could kill him by knocking him off. And that, again, the raid is supposed to be like, even if you're level 28, that's supposed to be a challenge for you. It's supposed to be really, if you know anything about MMOs, raids are the end-all, be-all, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's
And
why
I
you
think,
play the game, basically.
again, that's why I like the word teamwork that you use, because maybe it's not even co-op isn't the word to be using right now. Maybe it's teamwork, because now a lot of the times I just keep seeing that theme over and over again. Call of Duty Ghost Extinction, like the guy in the article keeps saying over and over again, you need teamwork communication to win. Destiny, you're not going to get anywhere on strikes or those raids without teamwork communication.
Right, but let's also not confuse multiplayer for co-op, because co-op is in its own vein than multiplayer, because co-op is usually an experience
Absolutely,
that
yeah.
you would do either usually as a solo player, like an adventure.
It's a shared
some kind of-
experience.
it's a shared
rather than a
experience rather than like
competition.
a set. Right.
Yeah,
you
maybe
nailed
they,
it,
maybe
pretty
they need to
much.
make some kind of like middle term almost for explaining like multiplayer, cooperative multiplayer. I just did it right there. You're welcome, industry. That's a great term for it. I'm pretty sure that
Save
even-
continuous
I
marketed.
invented that.
I see you caught up to us 15 years later.
Yes, and I see you showed up 15 minutes late for the show, so let's throw those things out there.
30 seconds, actually.
30 seconds?
30 seconds.
What clock? are
I
you
actually
using?
said if I got pulled over speeding here,
Yes.
I would have brought the cop downstairs and would have been arrested.
As expected.
For you guys. For your entertainment. 'cause
For
that's,
the-
that's what we do at Save and Continue. We entertain. We try to.
For Charizard.
We try to.
For Snooky Bumble, who's actually still watching.
Oh, man.
Call out, bro.
Would have turned it off.
Right? Would have turned it up with this kid? Huh? My God.
Started talking about Halo. Time to change the channel.
Before we,
The Halo hate with you. I don't,
Dude, he told me the first part, he's like, if you sit down, he's like, don't you and Frankie dare start talking about Halo for 4 hours, bro, because I'll leave.
I would've
He
just-
doesn't leave. And he was like adamant about it because he's
Take
not
a
a
rough
wanna do a
nap,
Halo
wake me up when it's
special.
done.
We're gonna do a Halo special.
Oh.
We're absolutely gonna do a Halo
Cool.
special.
I'm just not gonna
Whether
show
you
up.
maybe we'll just move a chair. We'll move his chair into the corner. He'll just sit there with the
can you
magazine
just
the whole show.
can you just bring a nightcap, like one of those night thingies that you just
Yeah, just,
the face pillows,
face
you just
pillow.
put it on, just sleep for the whole time.
Right? Or just have him do his own thing in the background. He just goes off, goes to the bathroom, comes back. He's got a drink, and he's just like, oh, we're still filming.
Just show up as like a COD fanboy.
That would
That's
actually
great. I wouldn't be angry at that. Before we go to our last commercial break, I want to slip in one more story before we go to our last break.
slip it in, Kyle.
Slip it in good.
Slip it in.
Sexual innuendos, I love them.
Only if you make
only if we make it. A recent I'm going to read this verbatim. A recent shirtless ban for streamers has been occurring on Twitch due to a change in policies regarding how you may dress for people that stream using vidcams. So a lot of people will stream their live content like Let's Plays, and they'll have a small little box in the corner where you can watch them. These are usually for the egocentric people who love for people to watch them while they play video games. I never understood that. If anything, it just takes up space.
I mean, they watch pro players and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't need to see the guy's face. Like, oh man, he made a facial expression at that. Like, that's
I personally never cared for it.
that's
Yeah.
anyway. They implemented some new policies because apparently some streamers. Apparently, there are streamers out there that have six packs or bodies worth showing because they just recently put a ban in saying
can't
that
wait to
people,
show all the babes watching my Twitch.
Yeah, right. If you like this Diablo 3 stream, you're gonna love my six pack.
Hey,
and my
baby, you see that last kill?
gameplay nipples. Yeah. But they introduced
What?
they introduced a new.
Was that a Freudian slip?
Was that a Freudian slip?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Why you gotta dig too deep into it, man? Let's see what happens.
Moving on.
Moving on. Well, not moving on. They implemented a new ban saying that no one can appear shirtless or half naked on their streams because apparently so many people were doing
Gotta
this
stop streaming, man.
that they felt they needed to. Oh,
There goes my whole stream.
I refuse to do this unless I'm half naked. So
This isn't chat roulette.
yeah, I just thought it was funny because I didn't know that was actually a concern that they needed.
I don't know.
That they need to change that. It was very interesting.
I mean, viewers, would you mind if we were all shirtless right now?
Send us hashtag. Would you
Go back
find
to
us
the gym.
shirtless?
We're coming out with the calendar soon enough, so.
One day.
A calendar.
One day.
Yeah, that'd be a sexy calendar.
Just wait till you see that January spread. Oh boy.
Yeah, we
See,
can
now,
see January.
how strict are they being with this policy?
Like they'll give you apparently a couple day ban. From what I've been told, they'll give you a couple day ban for first time offense, and apparently that's if you just show up shirtless, like on your stream.
Okay.
So I guess it makes sense. They don't want any kind of.
I mean, it's silly. It's silly either way, but it doesn't.
It seems weird that you have to make that a rule.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it really that much of a problem that
Yeah.
you feel the need to change your policies
Yeah.
regarding that?
Like, who doesn't like man boob?
Who doesn't like man boob?
Where's Blake?
Yeah, right. He'll be on. Our friend Blake will be on this show very soon. Maybe not after watching this episode, but
Love you, Blake.
like you as a friend. Let's go to our last commercial break, and then when we come back, we have a special story that I've been saving, and I'm really excited for.
I'm excited
so
for this too.
stay tuned. Stay tuned.
InRavio.com. InRavio.com wants you. InRavio provides the best in TV, film, post-production, and so much more. And we're growing. Right now, we're looking for a team of pros that can join us. So what are you waiting for? We need show hosts, production crew, marketing gurus, sales experts, audio engineers, lighting, visual effects, and camera crews. We want you. Go to InRavio.com/join the team. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
That intro song.
Oh, it's so funky.
I shouldn't have used trap, but it's so good. Hey everybody, welcome back to our last break before we go off the air. I wanted to do one more quick little segment because you guys are familiar with the band OK Go, correct? The guys that do all those crazy viral videos for their bands?
No.
You know the treadmill video?
Oh,
that was
okay.
viral
That was
video.
viral like years ago.
Yeah, but they do them all the time.
They've
now.
been coming out with more.
They keep
They
doing
just
them.
put like
I
a
didn't know
Rube
that.
Goldberg.
Oh,
and
sure.
shit
I had
on.
no idea. I had no idea.
Millions and millions of views, like on each of them. Okay, anyway. Well, they just released their latest one, which is, of course, getting
awesome.
crazy attention. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were in like China, I think.
Asians, man, you want something done right.
Yeah, and I brought I was going to bring this up as a serious topic because I thought it was super interesting, but it ended up developing into a joke, I guess. In the video, you actually brought it up. That's exactly what the video is about. They ride these little like electronic unicycles. I have the
They're so
actual
cool.
name right here. They are called Honda Unicubs or Honda Unicubes.
They're like a Segway unicycle, and
They're like
they
a
couldn't
little
be any
Segway
cooler.
unicycle. Debatable. They're like a Segway that you sit on. Anyway, I was going to bring it up.
It's a moving
I was going to
stool.
bring it up because I was like, this is really cool. Like, it's like a little unicycle thing that's hysterical. So I thought I should research this a bit, and I'll Google like their main like instructional video. And then I found the video, and Bonnie, can you play the video?
He's been hyping this
We're
up
gonna play
so
our audio
much for
over
the
it.
last
I
2
have
days.
been.
This better be the
Real
funniest
quick.
thing I've ever
yeah,
seen.
it's definitely unique. The key, it comes. It comes in later. Hold on. What is this? Thank you.
Oh, I'm too big. I walk. I'm too cool to walk on the side.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, there goes Kim Boo, too good to walk again.
Oh, me and my homegirl just out for a stroll.
Oh my God! Look, this is.
Dog, if you laugh now, this is gonna be America in 20 years. Every single obese
Dude,
person.
it's an Asian Segway. That's exactly what it is. Look how slow it takes them to get in the elevator. Oh my God. This is a totally serious video.
You know what this makes me think of, actually?
Look at him, look at him. We got an important business meeting.
This just reminds me of WALL-E, where they're all sitting in the chair.
It's like a kindergarten group. It's like everyone's get together for the class and they're in tricycles.
What's your malfunction?
Oh, hey!
It just doesn't stop.
Another person too good to walk.
Like the
That's
scene,
great.
the scene in Austin
Oh,
Powers,
God.
when the steamroller is just coming.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh my God, I looked that up as like a serious, like, hey guys, this is technological cool. Like, they got like a Segway, and then that's the actual video.
Well, what's the point?
You have to walk. I don't know.
Really?
Maybe you got a hemorrhoid. And
Really?
Hey, Rhonda, we're gonna have our
You have
meetings on
hemorrhoids?
the new button scooters in about 30 minutes. You gotta be there.
If you have hemorrhoids, you want to walk. That's how you get rid of hemorrhoids. That is a hemorrhoid
How did
machine.
hemorrhoids instantly jump into the conversation? I don't know. I did this. Someone slipped in the room.
I'm just clarifying. That's it. But
Well,
I mean, I respect the technology that I guess.
do
they're
you
making.
though? Do you respect?
The only
Like, someone sat there and was like, I don't need to cure cancer, but these people need a scooter.
First one of the day, I like it.
We almost got through the whole
It
thing.
gets us excited. I understand.
It does.
But
I
the
know.
only-
It's a little mini scooter.
Getting back on the butt scooter Segway, I don't know what they're called. The only
Honda Unicups, Nolan.
Unicups, I'm sorry. The only practical use I see for them is like if you're gonna be in like an office building and it replaces your office chairs.
Oh,
That's literally the only way I can be like, oh, that's a good invention. That'll work.
There's a second video, and they use it exactly like that. Like where it's instead of having actual office chairs, they just roll up, and that's their office. So they never leave their chairs. Like
Just walk, people.
Come on. Why walk when you
You
can
should
scooter?
actually be
Sitting kills
standing at
you.
your desk when you work. It helps the blood flow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. Just a little FYI for you.
Frankie,
But
I know
I,
your health is a little iffy, so.
We know you're not the healthiest guy.
The
Frank.
more we sip, the more we.
This is such an inside joke.
You're welcome, everyone who doesn't know us.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a cool little piece of technology. I guess.
I thought that was very much like the Segway.
it's
it,
fun.
It made me laugh.
It's
It
fun.
served purpose. It made me laugh.
That's why I made our audio stay on while we did that, because I knew it was going to be hysterical.
Yeah, no, that was funny. It's like the first time I saw a smart car. I laughed.
Yeah, or the Segway. I was just when I saw the first guy roll into a restaurant on a Segway, like totally like this is a normal thing.
They make
You shouldn't be used to
off-roading
this.
Segways now.
Yeah.
God forbid the Unicup ever be off-roading. You're walking
they were-
around.
He's got a mountain. He's on a
You
bicycle.
go for a
like,
hike and some dude rolls by. Oh, hey, how are you?
Honestly, that looks like a thing that if Will Arnett was to do another Arrested Development,
Oh my
that would be
God.
in it.
Yes.
Yes,
The Segway,
absolutely.
Like
That'd be
that-
a great
That's the
joke.
first
That
thing
would be
I thought of was
hysterical.
just Will Arnett as one of those Asian ladies.
He cruises by the
Yeah.
banana stand on the boardwalk.
He's
One
doing
of them
spins. That's the only reason I get a Segway is to keep spinning while I talk to people. Just like
doing
yeah.
magic, like doing the handbursts on the Unicup.
Dude, they made a second season of Arrested Development on Netflix, and they had like him riding one of those things. I don't know if I could handle it. I think I would just watch that and be like, "This is."
On a
I
scale of
peaked.
1 to 10,
I
I
peaked.
can't even.
I can't get enough of job.
I can't
Joke.
even
Joke.
joke about that. Yes. Anyway, that was the Honda Unicub.
That was as good as you.
Thank
hyped
you.
it up to
Thank
be
you so
Alan Moore.
much. I usually hype everything
Yeah,
up
I
way
had
too
no
much.
idea you were going to show that.
Past 2 days,
I
all
like
I
to
was
do that.
hearing
We're gonna do a
about-
lot of that stuff where I don't tell you about things.
I got this secret clip. I'd love to tell you about it, but I can't because I'm saving it for the
Yeah, I'm really proud of that. I was like, I should tell you. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I was like pulling my hair out.
But it's too good. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm glad we got that out, and it wasn't you guys sitting there like, oh God, Kyle's in, and I'm not.
Like this one didn't
Is there
land.
anything? We got a couple minutes left. Is there anything you guys want to cover?
let's wrap up.
Yeah,
we
what did you
discussed today? So the Halo Anniversary Collection. We know how
Boring.
I feel about it. We obviously know how Nolan feels about it.
Snooze.
I'm super excited for it. I recommend it to anybody who's trying to get into the Halo series.
No, it will be a good game.
Shut up, Nolan.
You should.
If you've been curious
Sorry for
about the
helping
Halo
you.
series, then this is the time to jump in because it really is a fantastic series because the gameplay is the core of it. The story, I like it a lot. It's not really, the bread and butter of it, but Halo is a really beloved series for a reason, and it really started with the first two
You know
Halo
what?
games.
Tell me when the movie comes out, and I'll be very excited over that. No,
If it
like,
ever
like
happens.
honestly,
If it ever
I've
happens.
always
Nightfall,
seen
got
Halo
forward
as like
onto
this would be a
Dawn.
great movie, but I don't like the game. I
Listen,
don't like the game mechanics. That's the one thing I don't.
Look up the Halo 2 anniversary trailer as soon as you can,
Yeah, that's a
and
good
that'll be
point.
the closest thing
Yeah.
to a movie you will get right now. So I
Throw
am
it up
excited
on
for
the,
it.
Twitter.
I'll throw it up on Twitter. I wanted to cover Halo Anniversary. Next week, we'll be back again at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a bunch of stuff we didn't have time to cover today, so we'll get to that. I went to New York Comic Con as part of the show. I was hoping to get some footage for today, but we had some technical issues. Well, we're going to talk about it when I have the actual video clips to play. But yeah, I got a bunch of
JB
footage from
Lannister
there.
goes down.
Oh, God, I'm just awful today.
I hope that's not a spoiler because I actually like him.
Not yet, it isn't, I guess. I haven't
No,
read
that's
the
what I'm
books.
saying, like-
Oh, well, who knows. Anyway, yeah, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, 8 o'clock with some New York Comic Con footage. We're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff that we didn't get to. And thank you so much for joining us for our first episode.
Yeah,
it went
thanks for
over
hanging out.
meh. Not bad. I'll take it.
I enjoyed it.
That was
I
fun.
could get used to this.
I'd give this like a C.
A C? A solid C plus?
Let's push it.
You're harsher. Yeah, C minus maybe. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.